Ladies, when you start arguing with that man, that's when you're supposed to stay. Hear me out. I'm not talking about toxic relationships. I'm not talking about these little situationships that y'all like to find yourselves in. I'm talking about an actual committed relationship. I'm talking about a healthy, successful relationship up to the point where them little petty arguments start coming up. And Nicole, how do you know this? Because I'm a certified life coach. One of my specialties is love and relationships, and I've been doing it for close to a decade. Women are typically the ones that end relationships. Men end dating phases more, meaning men have better boundaries, in my opinion, when it comes to dating. So when they see something they don't like before commitment, they're going to put a nail in that coffin, baby. They are done. They are over with it. Women, on the other hand, have a tendency to make excuses, which is why I have a whole coaching session about how to date for women. But see, when it comes to long-term relationships, women have a tendency to leave when they're just not happy anymore. And that is good. But sometimes you do it too hastily. And you may be asking yourself, well, Nicole, why is this happening? This is happening because you are now seeing the next level of this person. It's not that their character has changed. It's not that their integrity has changed. It's just that because the blinders are now off, you are getting to see different aspects of him. You're getting to see different elements of him. It doesn't mean that he's a bad person or he's bad for you. It just means that you have been invited into the next phase of intimacy. And the same thing goes for him with you. And baby, one thing I can tell you, when y'all get through this phase, y'all bond will be stronger than you could ever imagine. Because now you guys know each other on the level of not only love, care, concern, passion, right, infatuation. You know each other on the level of annoyance and aggravation. And you've realized that you can actually deal with it, that you can stick it out. You see where it's coming from. You have a better understanding of him. He has a better understanding of you. This is what you need in a relationship. A happy and successful relationship is not void of arguments. It is not void of disagreements. It is not void of him getting on your last nerves. A healthy and successful relationship means that y'all know how to get through the bad times and indulge in the good. Stay safe.
No woman in the history of the universe leaves the safety and security of a long-term marriage and breaks up her family if she were the problem.
It happens all the time. We've literally seen women coming on this app, making videos, admitting that she was going to leave her husband, even though they'd been together for so many years, because she just wasn't happy. The problem is that this type of messaging really messes up the dating world for that man after divorce, because other women unfortunately listen to it, and it gives them a really bad attitude when they're dating these men. They are just looking for what is wrong with them. And then these men that already have to prove themselves as good men because of the culture that we live in, they have to do like double duty, prove themselves to these women, and it's kind of rough.
Let me ask you a question. How you feel about the women that say they don't need a man?
The I don't need a man type of women, they don't need a man because they are the man. They want a man. It's a defense mechanism. They need a man badly. They don't want to need a man because they've been tricked to believe that it's weak to need a man. I could do it on my own. Who the hell wants to go through this life alone? Nobody. I don't care what anybody says. Men need women and women need men. That's it. You need a man. You want a man. You desire a man. You pray for a man, because men make life easier for women. Women complete the man. Men lead, women submit. That is the way that it will always go.
Smart women do not listen to men.
Really? Well, it's been my experience that truly intelligent people can recognize intelligence in others and know when their opinions are valid. They don't simply disregard someone's opinion based on their gender.
Because every time you have a conversation with a man, he's always going to go against you anyway. He's never going to agree with you.
Is that so?
Even if you said, like, Michael Jackson is the greatest artist in the world, he's going to say, no, he's not. He's going to disagree with you.
Goodness. Heaven forbid people have differing opinions on things.
So smart women do not listen to men. They are independent thinkers, and they do what they want, when they want, and they don't let men change their opinions on anything, okay? Because everything that they say is just going against what you say.
I'm going to say something that should be rather obvious, but unfortunately to a great many, it is not. Truly independent thinkers aren't easily swayed by another person's opinion, whether it agrees with theirs or it doesn't. However, if a person is truly independent in their thinking, they are not going to be persuaded to stop listening to an entire gender just because someone on the internet says so.
that women don't actually care about yearning, or it's toxic for women to yearn, whatever the hell. Okay, are you guys dumb? You can yearn for something, and when it's not requited, take the L and move on.
Yeah, bro. Plenty of people have taken the L and moved on. And you know what that means? Moving on to worrying about themselves, taking care of themselves, having fun with themselves, and not really worrying about dating or women in general. Once you open your eyes up and realize that some guys just don't have to put no effort into anything, women just like them just because they're them, then it immediately just makes you just stop. It's like, why am I doing all this effort? Why am I doing all of this, all of this, all of that? When some people can just snap their fingers, give a nice little look, and then immediately just have everything to their fingertips. Then you'll go online, the constant videos of women making fun of these dudes who are yearning and wanting them and all that type of stuff, because guess what? They don't really want them. So they turn them into some type of little using machine that they can use for whatever they need, emotional validation, money, etc., etc. Logically, if you're a guy who isn't above average, why the fuck would you just, what's the point? It's better to focus on yourself, make yourself the best version you can, and then eventually she'll find you if she wants you.
Women, they just don't care what you say at all. They just can see what the truth is. And they're so nice to men. In general, a woman who loves you and is loyal to you will not reveal your deepest weakness to your face. They're very nice about that. They could totally destroy you. They wash your underwear. They listen to you snore. They know what you're insecure about, and they keep it all.
Isn't that beautiful, man?
Oh, it's incredible. No, it's the greatest blessing. If you're just nice to them and pay attention and provide and protect, you get a lot in return.
Women rule. Women are phenomenal compatriots to men, and this
compatriots, that's the right. That's exactly, it's a symbiosis. One cannot thrive without the other, period.
Do you think he sniped respectfully, or do you think he cock blocked?
Excuse me, I have a question. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just want to let you know you are beautiful, and I love the way you look, and I love the way your style is. Thank you. You got an Instagram though? I'm be honest, you are gorgeous. Thank you. Where are you from? Maine. Maine. Yeah. Wow. You live here now?
No, not yet.
Bro, you need to come move here and live with me, baby.
I don't know.
Look, I'm be honest. You're gorgeous, and I can't let this opportunity slip out of my hands. I know you risen up. These guys risen you up. But I like you. You feel me? Hey guys, I'm be honest. I think we got it from here, y'all. We got it from here. No disrespect. Hey, no disrespect. We got it from here.
I ain't gonna front. Homie should have walked away a long time ago. If a girl is interested in another man and having conversations, don't waste your time. I would have said, all right, you enjoy, and I'm out of there.
No fighting, baby. What's your name, though? One more time.
Mac is fine.
Can I talk to you from right here? Because he's like all in my business. I don't like that. Oh, my bad. He come right here a little bit more. He's nosy. I'm be honest. How long are you here for?
Until Sunday.
Am I seeing you again? I want to see you again.
I don't know.
You need to take my number. You gonna give me your number? I want your number. Oh, hold on. What are you doing later though?
Bed.
Bed? You should come to bed with me. Think about it. How you doing? What's your name?
I don't know. What's your name?
The last part was funny because he said, yo, what's your name? She said, I don't know, what's your name? I've never been in a situation like that where I'm trying to talk to a girl and my bro trying to talk to the other girl and another dude come along and then just interrupts everything. That has never happened to me. But if it did happen to me, I'm walking the away. If I see a girl that I'm trying to talk to is interested in another man while I'm talking to her, that's just a clear sign she like him better. I personally think he sniped it correctly, even though some people might say it's disrespectful, but he saved you, bro. What about if you try to cuff that shorty in the future? She's going, you feel what I'm saying? She's interested in somebody else. Now, I'll say it's different if that was his man's. If he knew him and that was his homeboy and his homeboy's talking to the girl and then he do that, that's some lame. But just remember, fellas, no other owe you nothing out here. If you outside cold approaching women and talking and some other dude come around and she's more interested to the other dude, maybe he's taller or has a better face structure than you do, let her go, bro. There's many other girls that you can talk to that actually will be interested in you and not gonna, be interested in another man if you walk by. But homie's face, though, nigga looks sad. That's crazy.
And I'm glad there's a woman that's saying that happy relationships, because modern women, really honestly and truly, they like to float through relationships, not necessarily without arguments or disagreements, but they feel like if there is a disagreement, it's because you're not agreeing with me. That's what it is. If there's an argument, it's because you're not seeing it the way that I see it, right? And it's one thing to say in a healthy relationship, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So let's see if we can work towards a more, a common goal for the both of us. I want this to happen. You want that to happen. Let's see if we can make it happen. Bars, in a way. Modern women don't do that. Instead, they say, I want you a little bit more to my side. Meaning, I want you to do things 90% how I want to do it. And because I don't want to feel bad, then I'll allow you to have it in 10% of your way. So I can go to my girlfriends and say, well, I let him have this, and I gave him this, and this. And once again, modern women are able to stack and make it look like they are giving you way more than you're actually getting. So, at some point in time, you got to compromise a little bit, and you got to say, hey, I can't have it my way, totally my way all the time. Arguing is healthy. Having different, there's a way that you argue. I'll say it like that. Having disagreements, I'll say that, is healthy. And you can't always have it your way.
You guys are really out here in relationships with women who don't want to do the deed anymore, huh? Couldn't be me. I know the tale like the back of my hand. You're 6 months into the relationship. You're saying, oh, she doesn't want to do it anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I should go to the gym. Maybe I need to get a haircut, something. No, you're going the complete opposite way you're supposed to be going, brother. Snaggletooth McGee over there is getting it on the daily, and it's because he did what he was supposed to do. Because Snaggletooth McGee knows that women's sex drives are right here. They entirely have to do with what they feel and what they think about you. So you can look all kinds of goofy in the face just like me and be completely fine because you put the dumbbells down and you picked her up instead. And I know what they're thinking right now. Oh, I know what they're thinking. Women don't like nice guys. Ugh. No, women don't like guys who don't have the capacity to be mean. Put yourself in their heads for a second. Why the f*** would they be with you if they didn't think that you could really be dangerous if it came down to it? I'm not going to explain that one. You need to think about it. The woman's sex drive in a relationship is based entirely on how you treat her. Are you still flirting with her? Are you still making her feel special? Are you still being kind and responsible and following through on your word? Because I can tell you right now that a woman losing her sex drive in a relationship and losing her respect for you are almost always the same thing. So if she isn't wanting to do it as much, you need to start looking in here and not out there.
Highest divorce rates? 2 women. Lowest divorce rates? 2 men. Highest rates of 2 women. Lowest rates of 2 men. 75 to 80% of divorces filed by women. Top reasons: boredom, unhappiness, no longer compatible. Highest rates for maltreatment of children by women. Women consume social media at a far higher rate than men. Women are also 3 times more likely to deal with mental health issues than men. When you share these statistics, you are automatically labeled a misogynist pick-me who hates women, but fortunately, I care more about truth than being accepted by the sisterhood. I'm also not a girl's girl, I'm a woman's woman, which means taking radical responsibility and accountability for my own gender. And the truth is, we have a lot of work to do. But what has happened instead is not only my generation, but the generations of women before us just constantly blame and deflect everything on men. You'll hear them say, well, if the men were good, if the men were better, if the men were more masculine, then we would be better women. And that's an extremely entitled take to say that your virtue only relies on men in society. With that attitude, you will actually never attract the men that you claim to want in society. If you are living a debaucherous lifestyle as a woman, you cannot turn around and say, it's men's fault that I don't have anyone to marry. It's men's fault that the dating pool is messed up. No, it's your fault. The best thing that you can do in your life is just to say, everything is my fault, and start taking radical responsibility for your own life, instead of blaming and deflecting on everyone else.
Stop! Stop! You gotta go!
I don't like her.
I'm not.
Hey,
in a way.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking. You're gorgeous. I'm just telling you, you're gorgeous.
Girls swear that they want men to approach, and then they act like this. Sometimes they are the ones keeping themselves and everyone around them single. Literally nobody wants to deal with energy like that. And look, guys aren't perfect. Clearly this was not the best time, but if it was another dude who's tired of dating apps and tired of feeling lonely, finally worked up the courage to put himself out there, and this is the kind of reaction he got, that is probably his first and last time ever doing that. And the funny part is, I wasn't even talking to her. I was trying to compliment her friend in the back, and she jumps in, starts screaming and making a scene. Classic fridge protecting the snacks. So yeah, you can keep talking about why don't men approach us anymore? But when you act like this, you create the exact reality that you complain about. So when you're sitting in your 30s and thinking, where have all the good men gone? Rewind this clip and you'll have your answer.
Okay, so I'm just gonna yap a little bit because I'm starting to kind of hate this whole independent woman thing, which is so weird for me because I've been a business owner since I was 17 years old and I've done it on my own for a long time. I'm kind of fed up. I'm kind of done. Now that I'm kind of transitioning into this new phase in my life, I'm starting to realize how much I truly value traditional roles in a relationship. Never thought that would happen. That's always the unsafe route in my mind. And trust me, I've always been a 50-50 relationship girl. Now, you need a sandwich, I'll make you a sandwich. Have fun at work. I'm gonna do a pedicure. That's what I want. Independent woman? No, don't want to do it anymore. I will create an environment for you though. I will sit here and love you to no end. You will be appreciated on my watch. I'll wear cute pajamas, I'll make sandwiches, I'll throw guys' nights, I'll let you go do whatever you want to go do. I don't want to worry about money. Take that stress away from me, and if my only job is to love you, trust I'm gonna be employee of the year. Every day I'm getting that job done. Don't worry about that part. A lot of women are gonna hate me for saying that on the internet. I don't care. But I'm starting to see the value in just being a nurturing woman and just literally being space for a man to be able to be a man and come back and be like, I have an awesome wife. At least I don't have to stress about my wife. That's who I would love to be. I would love to be just the nurturing place to fall when he's stressed out. And I know that I can be that. I feel like I'm gonna get so much hate on this video from both sides. Both men and women are gonna be like, you're insane. This is how I want to live. I'm sorry if you don't agree with it. You don't have to live this way. I'm getting sick of it. Truthfully, I love you.
Harsh truth about women. Just remember that broke women want men to take care of them because they can't take care of themselves. Remember that newly found religious women have just finished their hoe phase and now they want to settle down and use their manipulation through religion to control you. Insecure women want men that they can control, manipulate, and use. Broke women are always the loudest about men that can't provide because they cannot provide for themselves. Women who want nothing in a relationship lack ambition, which means she will likely every single one of your dreams or ideas that you've ever had. Remember that women that want control, if you have children with them, will also control you through your children. A wounded woman is a woman looking for a father figure because she grew up either with a dad or fatherless. A woman who never respects you will always cheat on you, and there is no exception to this rule. Women that believe that men cannot bring peace, it's because they cannot bring peace themselves. So it actually makes them anxiety driven and insecure about their abilities to bring you peace. So she'll likely bring you chaos.
Okay, so I can't speak for all the ladies out there, but I can answer that based on my personal preference and perspective. First of all, will be the gym. After I'm done working out, not in between sets. Or if you guys want to do a Pilates or a hot yoga class, I can guarantee you're probably going to be the only man in class. Secondly, I would say probably coffee shops or bars. I don't know what's up with, you guys are saying that single men don't hang out at coffee shops, but I personally feel like it's a great place to approach people. And me and my single girlfriends would love to do bar hopping, the cute little bars. And number 3, any meetups over hobbies or similar interests. For example, a run club, a pickleball league, a pottery class, or a cooking class. I think most women out here would prefer to meet their potential partner in real life instead of meeting them on dating apps. So when they introduce their partners to their friends, they can be like, oh, I met my partner at a farmer's market or through a run club instead of, oh, I met him on Hinge.
I do think it is the case that oftentimes women lose attraction for their partner when the man is vulnerable.
I think it depends on the level. Yeah, that's for immature women.
I think even a very emotionally intelligent woman might run into something that just innately, regardless of your level of intelligence or IQ or EQ, you're going to witness a level of vulnerability in your partner that will give you...
If you're not able to manage it.
The ick.
If you're not
now,
able
let
to
me
manage
give you
it.
an example here. Has anybody here been dating a guy and he got beat up?
Oh my God, I would have to.
Have to what? Say it. Just even picturing it in your head, it sounds like you're gonna say you break up with the guy.
What was his idiot self doing that got him beat up? Like, don't start a fight.
Maybe he didn't start it. I do think that some women will look at their boyfriend in this vulnerable state.
Yeah, but that's a them problem. That not a problem that makes it so that men should act any certain way.
I've gone through a lot of difficult things in my life. Even a girl I've been with for a long period of time, it's never occurred to me to sit down, to be like, here's all the bad things that have happened to me.
But if I care about you as a person, I would want to know how your day is going. What's keeping you up at night?
So I could have the most terrible day ever, and if my girlfriend asks me about it, I'd just be like, it was good.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you single?
Let's all apologize.
Yeah, that's why you're single.
I know people are probably thinking that women can't do anything wrong. Like, they can't do anything wrong, but sometimes it actually is the woman's fault. Sometimes she just decides, I don't want to do it. Well, it's probably because you're not making her respect you. Or, hear me out, she has some stuff that she has to deal with. And she's trying to drag the man into it because she doesn't want to be accountable. Because she doesn't want to get it fixed. I know that's groundbreaking news. I know that's rocket science. But maybe, just maybe, she needs to figure, well, if she don't want to sleep on you, if she don't want to sleep with you, it's probably because, you're not doing something right and you need to look within yourself. And after I get through looking within myself, you know what? Okay, go ahead and look within yourself and get done whatever you need to get done. But we got to start talking about the fact that modern women, even if a woman has something that she's dealing with, she's still expecting the man to A, provide, and B, when she wants some, I want you to give it to me. How are you going to hold out on me like that? You're a man. You should want it. No, I don't really feel attracted to you. There was a woman, even after the man said, don't change this about yourself, I don't see you in the same way, she was still trying to jump on that man and she was confused. Why don't you want to mess with me anymore? Why don't you want to sleep with me anymore? And we're not talking about some random man. We're talking about her husband. Her husband said, please don't change this about yourself. I really love the way that you look. Please don't. And she did it anyway. And then she was wondering why I try to make a move on him and he's not responding. Why not? It's because you changed that about yourself. Oh, well, he's wrong for that. How is he wrong then? Oh, he should love you just the way you are. Bingo. Bingo.
Yo! Women use simps against attractive men. When women can't get or control a man who's attractive, they use simps to feel better and try to make other men jealous. Simps aren't men who are good to or respect women. They are men who will sacrifice anything, their self-respect, for an attractive woman. Attractive men refuse to simp. That is actually a huge part of why they are attractive, because they have self-respect. This can confuse a lot of women who aren't used to men who have self-respect. It often stems from their own insecurity and feeling small because of the attractive man. He has levels of security that she is not capable of. So when she can't get or control him, she uses simps against him. She'll suck them dry of validation, attention, effort, resources to feel better, worthy, like she matters, and to flex on other people. Many times to make men they do find attractive jealous. She competes with presence on the backs of simps, using them as leverage to feel powerful, when it's really insecurity. Insecurity seeks to control. It comes from ego, wanting to feel secure through validation. Except attractive men see through this nonsense, that it's just a false portrayal of value, that it's hidden insecurity, and to let it be. Even if he feels a little jealous, he will never sacrifice his self-respect, no matter how pretty she is. Watch my YouTube for more. One-on-one calls in the bio. Drizzle, drizzle.
If you hate women so much, why don't you just date men?
I never said I hate women.
You said women deserve less. Isn't that hating them? Why don't you just date men?
Number one, I don't hate women. And I like how you immediately came to that conclusion. I think if anything, we need to give women less because we care about them. Women want a guy that is attractive. And attraction a lot of times comes from you being dominant and assertive and not necessarily listening to everything that she wants. And you're being a boss. So I think you're actually doing her a service by making her work for your validation, your attention as a man.
That's just your preference. I don't know how many women you've met like that, but, like, not all women are the same.
The reality is most women don't want to be in a relationship with a guy who isn't competent, leadership traits, attractive, tall, good shape, etc. Women want a guy
That's
that
what
has
you
his stuff
want in a
together.
man. Why do you keep describing what women want in a man? Like, you're just...
Because it's a fact.
It's
biological
not a fact. You're describing what you want in men.
Okay, good one. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been shown throughout time that women have a pretty narrow attraction trigger base of what they like in men.
And you have a narrow attraction trigger base, too. You just want women with 0 body counts and all that.
Okay. That's not what I said. I think you're misrepresenting my position, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you like men.
Okay, good one.
In traditional heterosexual relationships, women have historically carried an unequal load. Duh, right? But even for the most progressive, feminist, and evolved among us, this stuff is so baked into the culture that it can sneak in insidious little ways that lead to major resentments. This can manifest in a bunch of different ways, but the two big ones to keep a close eye on are: 1, inequality in responsibilities, when one partner, historically the woman, is burdened by a disproportionate share of cooking, cleaning, plan making, pet care, or other responsibilities. And 2, emotional labor. By default, women are often cast in the role of emotional caretakers in the relationship, responsible for constantly managing the emotional well-being of both partners. Shocker, both of these can lead to bitterness and deep resentment. If you find yourself in recurring fights that circle around the general theme of who is pulling their emotional and physical weight and who is not, take the time to consider if traditional, outdated gender roles are fueling your disagreements. And then do your very best to redistribute responsibilities. Work together to come up with a plan that feels fair to both of you. For maximum success, stay flexible and willing to adapt when external circumstances change. Finally, the patriarchy is real. Do your part to dismantle it by making conscious choices to challenge society's stereotypes in both your thoughts and actions. And if you are one of those dudes who's like, but the house doesn't even look that dirty to me and I'm fine eating takeout, so this is all her choice. Wise up, bro. Pull your weight. In fact, pull more than your weight. It's still probably not enough. I love you, bro, but you know it's not.
You know, dating apps is really not in favor of men. And the reason I say that is because the problem with dating apps is that attractive women get all the attention, right? So dudes, they probably got 100, 200 dudes that swipe right. Now the woman has to sift through all these dudes. It's a bunch of cornballs and weirdos, all types of, right? So now she get through about 20 of the people that swipe right. And she like, I'm over it. These dudes is weird, I'm out of here. Right? So now, by the time she gets to you, she like, I'm not with it. Then the other problem is too, it's mad catfish, mad weirdos doing catfish pages, mad fake pages. So it really, dating apps don't benefit men. And women get annoyed by all the weirdos. So it's like, it's almost like playing the lottery, trying to find someone on the dating app if you're a god. And then the other thing, attractive women, they're not even swiping through dudes' pages or going through dudes' pages. It's usually the unattractive chicks that's shooting their shot. So it's a lose-lose for men in dating apps. Dating apps are trash for men.
Okay, I want to address something that I think is really important. I feel like a lot of men are tired of women, and I actually understand why, and I get it. Us as women can be very delusional sometimes, and I know people might come in the comments and hate me for saying this, but it's very true. We require things from men that we shouldn't actually require. Especially if you know you are not interested in that man or want anything from that man, you still require him to treat you with things that you shouldn't really be obtaining. And if you think about it deeply, if you had a son, would you want your son to spend money on a woman that he doesn't know is sure about him? Would you want your son to consistently be putting himself out for a woman that does nothing in return for him. Now, I'm not saying that a woman should bend over backwards for a man that's not her boyfriend or her husband, but I'm saying give a little where it's due. Do you get what I'm saying here? I feel like a lot of the times as women, we dismiss men. We dismiss how they feel. We dismiss their boundaries, and we kind of make them feel like less than. And it's not nice. Men have emotions, they feel too. And I feel like even when we as women say we want our man to have emotions, we want him to have that, as soon as he lets out his emotions, what happens? He's a Do we need to have more grace when it comes to men? Or are we at the point where we as women are just tired of men, so we just be saying what we want to say in retaliation to the anger that we feel inside for them? Comment below.
When am I getting my apology? When am I getting my apology? I just want to let y'all know, I told y'all these was bluffing. I told y'all they could settle. We just got the story. It was 9 on an air mattress. Type of princess treatment is that? That y'all so claim that y'all are princesses and queens and y'all don't settle for less. Oh, shut the up. That didn't even have even Princess Shrek ugly ass Fiona was in a tower. Had a dragon protecting that puss. This y'all on an air mattress. The same who need a $300 steak dinner before they can talk to you? That need their hair and makeup done before they talk to you? Oh my Lord. Y'all don't even know why I really started making content for real. Cause I done beat up so many. I'm sorry, I take that back. I was so tired of looking at who I knew in real life that I had encounters with get on the internet popping shit like they that when I know you met in 2 hours in the bathroom and he didn't have to buy you a drink. My videos really started off as subs for real that I fought because I couldn't do nothing because I know they were calling people on me. But then I started to realize that I'm saying y'all get offended by, so it's not just these, it's all y'all. Y'all all stupid, and I'm never gonna be a stupid dumb like y'all. So I'm always gonna speak on what type of princesses get on air mattresses. I'm waiting for the answer.
And we continue. So one thing that was said is that modern women continue to manage the emotional well-being of both partners. That's great, because a man is managing the physical well-being of both partners. Modern women, y'all be in a different area of town. Y'all be in a gated community. So, oh man, you don't really, there's nothing that goes bump in the night. Yes, silly, because we're in a safe part of town. And to be in a safer part of town, you gotta have a little bit more money. That's why I work a little bit more so we can have this, right? You know, I really don't, you don't really have to take care of me in sickness because I'm really never sick. Right, stupid. Because I work a little bit more so I can have better insurance. So hopefully that will give us access to better health care. So you can go and, oh, I got an appointment with my OBGYN. I got an appointment with the dermatologist. Oh, I think I want to go to the dermatologist over here. Or I want to go get a checkup, my yearly checkup over here. Or I think I want to go do this. I think I want to go do that. Yeah. So that won't even be a factor. And it's good, but that's not even a factor because I'm taking care of it. Oh, well, you know, I get a discount on my gym membership through what? Our health insurance. Oh, well, I got somebody that's a therapist and, you know, they train me and they talk to me about my diet for free through what? Health insurance. Health insurance. So your well-being is covered. A lot of it, well, you could say physically too, safety, that's covered. There's a reason why you get to go running at 8 o'clock at night with your headphones on and your nice little sports bra and whatever leggings you guys like to wear that's in style, with your hair bobbing in the back, with your little Apple Watch. There's a reason that you can do that, but y'all gloss right over that. It don't matter. There's a reason. Oh, we're gonna take the boats out on the lake. Oh, hey babe, you gonna hook the boat up? You gonna hook the boat up? We're gonna bring the jet skis too. You want the? There's a reason that you can do that, because a man works a little bit harder to give you the lifestyle that you're looking for. Oh, just bring the kids. Bring the kids. Babe, yeah, bring the kids. It's going to be fine. We have anything and everything. Oh, no, don't bring it. Just bring yourself. We'll buy all of the beer. We'll buy all of the wine. We'll buy all of the food. Y'all gloss over that conveniently. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're having a Super Bowl party and we're going to cater in for 20 to 30 people. And it's good food too. Catering, first and foremost, is expensive. I should say the catering that they want is expensive. But don't worry about it. He not doing nothing. he not doing anything. What he does is you can do it on your own.
Girls who are super confident, extremely successful, so pretty, like
These types of women are always single, and I'll tell you exactly why. The most attractive, most successful women have the least amount of qualified options in dating that they want to pursue. And let me tell you why. Women do not want to date down when it comes to looks, money, status, and nobody should date down in terms of those preferences if that's their prerogative. Now think about the kind of men that super successful, high-earning women will be dating. They'll be dating men who are the most attractive men, probably with the most ambition, with the most money, but they'll be dating men that have the most options with women. Guys that have the most options with women take a very long time to mature and they don't want to settle down. If you were a man with millions, you're a man with 20 women chasing you at all times, would you want to be in a relationship? Absolutely not. So now think about it. If you're a woman who's trying to date a guy with this status and this attraction, good luck finding a guy who's going to settle down. And that is why the most successful, high-earning women have a very hard time finding a great guy to settle down with.
It's 3 a.m. and I'm being tagged in a video that says that women who decenter men are losers. And I'm gonna tag the young lady who tagged me in the video. What do you mean women who love themselves and put themselves first are losers? I'm sorry that I don't need male validation to know I'm better. And then the video goes on to say, well, if you can't keep a man, then that's on you. That's a you problem. Why the would I want to keep a man? Why would anybody want to keep a man? It's honestly sad and pathetic, the amount of times that I get tagged in weird ass videos like that. And then what makes it even worse, the person who was making the video was a woman. Y'all gotta do better. Listen, if you don't love yourself, that's a you problem. But stop trying to come for me and my girls who do, okay? Just because you don't know your worth doesn't mean that you need to be sitting up there calling women who do know their worth losers. Stupid. The only real loser is the one to be chosen. The pick-me's. Choose me.
God.
Love me. Girl, do men center women? That's the real question. Do men center women? Do men even care about women? And then the argument is always, well, it's not all men. It's enough men. And the men that it's not, they don't hold the men who it is accountable. So that makes them just as bad. Women like this put a bad taste in my mouth. Because these are the type of women who would cross a woman for a man. Y'all gotta watch out for women like this. Seriously. Honestly, women who defend men in any way, shape, or form should be embarrassed.
Just simply loving the guys around you for being good people. And you're a pick-me, you don't love yourself, you don't care for other women. It's like, what the are you talking about?
This is actually something so frustrating to men because they hold themselves back from approaching women since they've been told time and time again that women don't want to be approached. But then here's these women wondering why men aren't approaching them while they're looking like they are having the worst time ever. Which is so frustrating because it feels like a game and meeting new people is tough enough. Especially when you don't want this to be the thing that's eliminating potentially good partners. I mean, there's already enough crazies out there, which is why I always recommend to men to do a public data check on a trusted website like publicdatacheck.com before pursuing the woman that you're interested in, because it can save you from wasting a lot of your time and effort.
I am honestly so proud of the women today, and they think that it's an insult to us that they have to run to third world countries to find women who are poverty stricken, women who ain't never seen $3 all lined up together in their life, women who got to share one spoonful of rice with a family of 6, women who don't have rights, who can't work, who probably only bathes once every 2 months, women who in their countries are getting raped by their men, beat up by their men. Nowhere around them do they feel safe. from a child up, they're raised to just accept how men treat them because they just don't have any rights. They're basically slaves. These women are in poverty, and these men be so broke in the United States, so ugly in the United States, so corny in the United States.
Jesus. So if these men are all of that, then why are you worried about them? This is a wild video. That video was absolutely from that one. There's some similarities in the women that are on this video. See if y'all can catch it.
Subservient to them and do what they want, basically some sort of indentured servitude.
You feel that you need to go to Antarctica to marry a polar bear. Get a polar bear.
I'ma just keep it real. And you think you're gonna come in that country and you're gonna take that? I ain't protesting the damn thing. I mean, I ain't protesting to get you back to these United States. Stay your stupid ass over there.
I don't think black women care. We do not care that we don't care. We literally don't. Like we care, we don't care. No one gives a you because we never cared about you to begin with. Let's be clear. But I believe in y'all still. The ones that's doing the work anyway. We don't want you other ones anyway.
We don't give one, not one rise. I keep telling y'all this. We don't care.
Yes, passport, bro. We don't care where you go. We don't care who you with. Look, a hard thing to care. We don't care.
This one right here saying that she don't care. So y'all can go ahead and scratch her off your list of dateable women. I know y'all hurt. I know y'all sad about that. But y'all gonna just have to chalk that one up to the game. She is not available to you guys. That's what she's saying. So I know y'all gonna go home, cry in the car or whatever, because you don't have access to this woman. And I'm sorry for that. You know, passport bros. Maybe you could find another woman in Brazil or something like that to maybe replace this woman right here, because she said she don't want y'all. So
after I said I would require a deposit to take me on a date to cover my date preparation costs.
Some of y'all about to get humbled in the worst way. View discretion is advised.
Now working with an app developer to make this a reality. This is actually happening. We are building the app. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this is the best dating app you have ever seen, because there is a clear difference here where the woman can set the deposit rate and the man can pay for her date preparation costs.
So this woman is coming out with an app where you, as a woman, you can set your deposit rate in order for a man to ask you out on a date, and you have the option to accept or decline, of course. And the deposit is for your preparation costs. Although women will also tell you that when they do get, dolled up or whatnot, they don't do it for men, but somehow, some way we're supposed to pay for it. Despite this being open, what's really unique about this situation is I know it's going to be very humbling for certain women when they set a certain price and no man wants to pay for it. No different from how a lot of y'all started your OnlyFans, promoted it for a couple months, put it in your bio, talking about, oh, it's my body, my choice, so on and so forth. And then when it flopped, you wanted to take it out and act like you didn't do anything. Nah, we saw you. We saw that you was promoting your OnlyFans. It flopped and now you're trying to hide and get rid of the evidence. Nah, it ain't gonna work like that. Not to mention, the only men that are going to use that app are desperate men. This is not going to be quality men that are looking for real relationships to build families and that's going to court you properly. These men are going to be men that expect something out of that deposit that they paid. It's not just going to be a date and if it goes well, then great, and if it doesn't, then it is what it ain't. These men are going to have expectations, and I can assure you, okay, it's not going to end well when somebody pays a high deposit and doesn't have a good time on the date. Or when somebody pays a high deposit and their date either doesn't show up, shows up late, shows up and is not interested in any way, shape, or form. There's going to be loopholes in this app, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. But I'm 100% sure she didn't think about that, and it's none of her concern, because she knows I'm going to make a bag regardless at the expense of other women. I look forward to this app coming out and flopping in the worst way, and trust me, I will be here to make a video about it.
So as a woman, you're going to walk into the date already so happy, and that's going to lead to a better date and a better connection, and that gives the man a better chance of succeeding in courting you. The app is called Courted. So when people ask, how did you meet? You can say, he courted me. So cute!
That is what she is most concerned about. The catchy phrases, the way the website's gonna look, how much money she's gonna make off you ladies. Not to actually bring people together. That's not the point of this. Because if we're really being honest, there's already websites that are just like this one. It's really no different. But of course, they'll try to package it and make it seem like it's something different because it seems a bit more elegant and it comes with a catchy phrase. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The most efficient way to meet somebody for an actual relationship is to go outside. Apps have never been proven to be effective at a high rate. Go on that app if you want to. Y'all gonna be going on dates with a whole bunch of Myrons. And if you don't know who Myron is, go and watch the Players Club. Thank me later.
A lot of these modern women, when you try to explain it to them, they think that you're just being mean, and they think that you're just trying to keep them from some buried treasure. I'm not. I'm saying that the man that you're searching for, according to what you told me, because you say that men don't listen, according to what you told me, it's going to be very hard for you to find that man because he's rare. A man, just based off of his money alone, there's not a lot of guys that are making that amount of money. And I think that's okay. And based on the height that you want him to be, he's an above average height, well above average. And that's not what you want. So that's 2 strikes against you. Then you want him to not only be a good person, but be the person for you to like exactly what you like. You essentially want him to be you, not just a woman, but you want him to be you in a man's body and to like exactly what you like and to do the things that you want to do. That right there is going to strike you out. That right there, you don't even need to have any other strikes. That right, y'all disqualify yourself from the dating market over silly stuff that you put out as a standard.